Whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Wally. I'm here with Jamie, the director of Aurora Properties.
Hi, Wally.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have a chat with you. I see what you guys do in the area, and it's great. So very privileged to be sitting here with you today.
Likewise.
Unpacking your brain and learn a bit more about your perspective on granny flats in the area.
Great. Thank you very much. Great to be here. And Aurora Property specialise in residential sales, residential management, and commercial management. But for our investors, I think the opportunity with granny flats, and while we're here today, is to really look at what a granny flat can do in terms of paying off your mortgage, optimising your flow of rental income and return on your investment, and or your principal place where you live, as well as improve the capital value. I mean, we're all looking for an edge in the current economic climate, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So have you seen a demand for granny flats in your area?
Yeah, so Granny Flat Solutions is actually the leading provider, and this is why I wanted to talk to you and meet the team today. Yeah, absolutely. I would say the more we see an increase in the rental market, and therefore an affordability issue is created as rents go up. People are looking to stay in the area. They're either established with families, kids, they're sort of ingrained in the community, but they're looking for an affordable housing solution, and they're often priced out of the market. So granny flats is actually quite a sensible idea for people to retain, a lifestyle and a footprint in the area and into their community and so on, without losing touch and without losing the ability to survive and prosper.
That's really good. So I see in the Epping area, a lot of apartments, particularly around the station and so on. Can you see a benefit of a granny flat versus an apartment?
Certainly. So, apartment living certainly has its appeal. It's low maintenance, it's generally near transport, and, it's easy to come and go. However, a granny flat gives you that freedom, it gives you that space, it gives you that private area that you can retreat. So it's not as built up. It's in a quieter area usually. Sometimes there's even your own private access. So it's almost like your own little house, really. So people with pets or people with young kids that like that outside area or like entertaining and also a bit of privacy. Absolutely, I would say the granny flat makes more sense than a typical apartment. And the prices are very much the same.
And if I can add to that as well, from my experience, we've got a lot of investors who've owned apartments and have now bought a property, and they love the idea of the granny flat for the same reasons you said, but it's also there's no strata fees.
True.
You get actual grass backyards, and a concrete balcony, which again, everybody's got different needs, and for others, the apartment could be better. But I feel like it's a great opportunity.
Makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Great.
So speaking of the Epping area, what sort of rentals do you think one could expect?
Yeah, so typical, say, a 2-bedroom granny flat. We did have a case study where we leased probably 4 or 5 months ago now. So it was a 2-bedroom, single parking, 1 living area. Had a little courtyard. Not a lot of grass, if I'm honest, but a deck, and it sort of was kind of safe. It rented for $630 a week, Wally. So, very much a similar 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. It rented for the same. And the type of family that moved in, it was two adults, 1 younger child. I think they're very, very happy. They're in the right school catchment area. Their mum and dad are happy. They're close to work, and they've got a new product to move into. It's very nice.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. Now, $1 million question.
Sure.
Do you think adding a granny flat to a property adds value to it?
Yeah. So, granny flats, why would you consider it? One, yes. Firstly, it's cash flow and future income. So, typically if we use $600 a week as a number, $30,000+ a year, you're unlocking more value in your rental property. Number two, yes, it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of some of the site, some of the land is occupied with the granny flat, and or, there is an extra tenant on the site. But you are improving the capital value. You are investing into the parcel of land, into the property. You have versatility as to whether you rent it or whether a family member comes to stay or comes to live. Throughout life, these situations happen. So my response is a granny flat adds value. it's not for everyone. I guess there is a compromise. Sometimes, you've got a front yard or a rear yard that's occupied that, you may wish to have yourself. However, if you are about, building an income and building, further your assets over time, and this passive income a granny flat can provide can really sort of accelerate, whether it be your retirement plans or whether it be your next investment property. So to me, it diversifies your options. So I would say, yes, it adds value to your property.
That's great. Yeah. Jamie, thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure to hear your insights as a professional, and I think it's a great opportunity.
Thanks, Wally.
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
it. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.